Auntie Peg, all right?
All right, everybody, it's episode 47 of the Arty 84 show, live here in Revere, Massachusetts at the Packy headquarters, 84 Entertainment, yaddy-dee-yaddy-dee-you. It's the Valentine's Day, and we're all spending Valentine's Day together, and Susie looks very upset over there. What's going on? Dogs are driving her crazy.
I was like from any other day.
And we have, of course, the Adam Mallet here.
Yes.
Who's your date today? Who's your Valentine today?
Oh, I'm gonna take Tommy out. We're going out afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm into the bestiality thing now, you know.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I don't know. I'm gonna give him a nice hip rub.
You're just not gonna talk into the mic? Is that what you're gonna do today?
Well, I gotta.
There you go.
I gotta get down there, you know.
You gotta get down.
I gotta get down. You know?
It is, like I said, Valentine's Day. We were supposed to be graced with the presence of Eric Danger Powers.
He was distracted by the coos.
Yes, apparently he's getting the puss tonight.
He's hunting coos.
And
which is not gonna happen, probably.
yeah, he said he was gonna get some of that magic lady juice on his member.
She might even flake. Do you think? I think she might even flake.
Well, it's very peculiar to me. Is it a Tinder date? Or
I don't know.
He didn't get into detail.
He did
huh?
not get into detail with me. He just said he's bailing because he has a date tonight.
You know, for a guy who's been talking for the last 4 weeks about doing his own show here, right?
I mean, normally I'd be like, but what do you remember? He said it's been since what, June? June.
Since he's had sexual
Yes,
relations.
he's had the relations.
Yes.
Okay, so that's quite a long time. So
That's a long time to go.
that's a pass to try to. If
I mean-
you really think it's going to happen, I think to.
I mean, that's 8 months. I would have at least got a hooker by
That's
now.
almost a pregnant. That's almost a full term pregnancy.
I mean, all you had to do was go to Vegas for a weekend. And you could find someone to have sex with.
I know because he's probably dirtier than them.
Yeah.
So
Not even a hooker, just like a dirty chick from like Nebraska or something like that, just hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we found some dirty girls from Idaho. So anything is possible.
where?
In Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah. That's where Eric's lover is.
Oh, that story is disgusting. I remember that.
She watches the show, right? Listens to the show regularly, apparently.
Really?
She's a big fan.
Yeah, that was a pretty nasty story.
Well, I mean, when you wake up and you have blood that's
Exactly.
not yours in your own bed,
Ugh.
it's a signs for alarmment.
That
I'm
is
going to
disgusting.
say I wasn't exactly happy with the situation, especially, when I realized I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, is this blood or ketchup? I don't remember eating a hamburger
That's
in bed.
disgusting. I woke up once freaked out because my sheets were covered in red.
Oh, God.
And I thought that maybe I just cut myself open somehow, like in some weird way. There's literally red all my sheets are just completely red. I realized that I had come home from a wedding the night before and I was drunk and I had a bottle of red wine and I brought it into my room real classy.
Yeah.
And I just pulled the cork out and I started drinking while in bed with it and I fell asleep and spilled the
The
bottle.
Red Outback was in bed with you.
Red Auerbach?
Red Outback. You see what the Boston Police Department did?
No. What happened?
Well, they got in trouble a little bit because they posted for Black History Month Red Outback.
Oh, yeah. That was about, yes.
Yes.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Which I understand. How do you say this about people getting all crazy? I guess you're not. I understand what they meant by it. He was the first, I guess, manager, owner, coach. He was the first one to coach an All-Star 5 starting African-American starting 5, which now it's a norm in the NBA. But before Red Auerbach, that never happened.
Yeah.
He also hired the first black coach, which is Bill Russell, and he drafted the first black player. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that's I think that's more important than who's the guy who invented what the hell was it called, the stoplight.
I would not
It was
know.
in black. I remember, this is how much I'm out of school. I remember being in school. We did like Black History Month, and they were talking about someone who, Thomas Jefferson Garber, or something like that. Oh, God. I don't know. If anyone's out there listening and knows who invented peanut butter in the traffic light, it was the same guy.
Oh,
Thomas
yeah.
Jefferson. He had like a something Jefferson something. It was like a name of like a president, but just something extra.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Do you remember, Sue, from Black History Month in school? No. But I don't know. Who knows?
New England's really screwing.
And of
things
course, Tito Jackson, not Michael's older brother, but Tito Jackson, the guy who ran for mayor, was all up in arms about that.
up. Yeah.
Of course.
New England's really reeling it in lately. I saw a story the other day where I guess up in New Hampshire, at the University of New Hampshire, a professor failed a student for an exam because I guess in the exam she compared like some countries and one of them was Australia, and he failed her because he said Australia is not a country, it's a continent. But it's both.
It is both. It's like Antarctica.
This is a professor.
Well, listen, no one said professors are smart. In fact,
Antarctica is not a country.
technically it is. It's a continent and a country.
It's not a country.
Well, I mean,
I don't think it's a country.
it is and it isn't.
There's just nothing there. No one's really.
No one claimed Antarctica.
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
It's many
science teams.
countries are there doing scientists, but in a sense, if it did populate, it would be its own country.
Okay.
Because it's not technically, it's not a colony. No one owns it.
Yeah, there's like portions of it that. Well, yeah,
And there's no government source, so it's not really a country, but it's not really a colony.
It's shady down there.
It's a piece of land.
Yeah.
Someday we'll incorporate it.
Yeah, it'll be warm enough. I know.
And then we'll have to fight off the penguins.
It's true. Or they'll be dead by then.
Unless the ones that are in South Africa. Those are pretty good.
We got bases down there.
We do. Every country, I think, has a little bit something going on down there.
Definitely.
I mean, there's cold. I mean, I was watching some documentary, and it's so dry. The air is so dry in certain parts of Antarctica. It's like redonkulous. It's like, it's I don't know.
I guess like last winter it hit a high of 50 on one day, which is actually pretty high.
That's pretty high for Antarctica. Polar ice caps will stop melting and it won't be dead.
Oh yeah, yep. It's drifted.
You know what I mean?
God, I think it was Chile came up with this plan to tow an iceberg.
Yeah.
To their edge, because I guess like one iceberg can hold enough gallons of water. It's for clean water for I forget how long, but it was ridiculous.
We're gonna go and get a bunch of Chileans together. We're gonna get a rowboat and we're gonna go and attach to an iceberg. By the time they get to Chile, the iceberg's gonna be melted. You know what I mean? It's like you ever try to bring like a bag of ice long distance like to New Hampshire. By the time you get to New Hampshire, it's melted.
That'll last, but
you know?
it just seems not really efficient to do that.
How
I think we've tried it before, but it just didn't work.
How about iceberg lettuce? They should try doing something simple like that. That's what I say.
There you go.
You know.
You been watching the Olympics at all?
Yeah, I'm watching the women's hockey team murder every single team they've been playing so far. I think they beat the athletes of Russia. Not the country of Russia, but the athletes of Russia. You notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not allowed to say they're from Russia because they're a bunch of cheaters. So the athletes of Russia are the ones who did not consider being cheaters, but so they don't play the Russian national anthem. They can't say can't carry the Russian flag.
But they're still allowed to play.
But they are the athletes, the Olympic athletes of Russia.
Huh.
Later, double back the butts. Yes, they beat them. The U.S. women beat them 5-0 yesterday, and then they beat Finland, I believe, 7-0 the day before. And if you look at the women's hockey team, there are a bunch of chicks who's like brothers and cousins playing the NHL. So these like badass like hockey girls. You know?
Oh, I guess you.
You know.
Did you see that really hot Russian chick who's the curling girl? Everyone's talking about her.
No,
she's a Russian. Her name's what's her name?
What's her hurry? Why doesn't she just take her time?
Huh?
What's her hurry?
What's her hurry?
Why is she Russian? She should just take a chill pill. Is she a mail little bride? Maybe that's Dr. Todd's first wife.
No, people are comparing to Angelina Jolie. Her name is Anastasia Borazagolova.
Let me see it.
She's in sporting gear there, so it's not like there are photos of her like modeling and stuff. But she's
nothing's more scary than a Russian woman. And I know for a fact my grandmother's half Russian.
Well, she's already good on her knees.
Yeah. Russian women are very intimidating. They feel like they're yelling at you every time they talk to you.
Like Vietnamese.
Yeah. Like, you don't know, but now I can't even do that. If we were in real radio, we'd get in trouble. They just suspended a guy on EEI for doing that. What's his name? Who's the guy? Fabia. The guy who used to be the wide receiver for the Patriots, who now is like on like Dirty Water TV and stuff like that, and his nephew plays in the NFL.
I can't recall
something. I don't know, but he did. He made an impression of Tom Brady's a manager in a Chinese. Man,
everyone's picking on Brady lately. Yeah. Like, it's the manager, his daughter. Remember that bullshit about his contract?
Well, that guy got fired for making that shit up.
Oh, did he? He was suspended. He got fired now?
Well, suspended indefinitely, which basically means like...
Yeah, you're gone.
He's going to be delivering papers for the Globe or the Herald. If he's working for the Herald, it's probably the best thing for him because they just got sold by some like Denver company.
Yeah.
And they're ripping down the building on the expressway.
Something like that, you would think you'd check your source.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was talking to the agent.
Texting. Not even talking. Texting.
And why would... Like, why? Why would he even think for a second? Like, you know what I mean?
If something seems too good to be true like that, it probably is. You should probably back that up.
And the best thing it was a guy on another radio show fucking with him. Like what the fuck?
It wasn't a Philly network, was it?
No, it was someone in the Boston network. It was,
Oh, wow.
It was a co-host of like the morning show on EEI. Was fucking with a guy who worked for the Globe, who had an affiliation with the other sports radio show in the city.
They probably got a good laugh out of that.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Christian Fourier, that's the one who got suspended.
Oh,
Because he was doing Chinese voice impressions of Tom Brady's manager.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I didn't even know Tom Brady's manager was Asian. I knew he kind of had an Asian name, but I don't know. Apparently, Nola wants to go on the radio. She is trying to turn on the microphone, and she can't figure out how to.
I didn't know this, but apparently, remember Larry Izzo?
Larry Izzo, yes.
He was apparently a very nasty, gross guy.
What do you mean? Like he used to put his balls on people's faces and stuff?
Like worse than that. Like
Really?
they had
Like
Troy.
hazing?
I remember I've heard what's his name? Who would be on? The Brandon Merriweather who'd be on.
Yeah.
And they would ask him, remember when it was first
yeah.
on the show, who's the grossest, and he'd be like Larry Izzo, and they'd say how gross he was. But they also had Troy Brown on a couple of days ago.
I did hear that, yeah.
And they asked him who's the grossest, and he said Larry Izzo. And I guess Larry Izzo would like pee himself and crap himself on the sidelines and would just look at you.
Oh, nice.
And like he would like not even wash his hands. It would be very visually obvious he didn't wash his hands after he came out of the bathroom stall.
So hanging out with Larry Izzo would be like hanging out with Eric after a few drinks. Bourbon Street Eric, if you will. Bourbon Street Eric is it's an interesting thing that I'm really hoping I get to see in a few weeks when we go down to New Orleans again. I really hope I get to see this awesomeness.
How long until he asks you for money? Probably.
The Bank of Arty is
The Bank of
closed
Arty is
indefinitely. The Bank of Arty needs to pay for a wedding with Miss Susie over there.
Time to tighten up. But you'll probably get
Unless
back
she's
in
going
money.
to stop be working some extra shifts at the Squire Club to pay for this thing.
But you'll probably get back in money. Hopefully, you get back in money from gifts at the
You
wedding.
hope. You hope.
Hope to at least.
You hope
break-
you don't have any much, shitty, cheap ass people.
No.
If you're invited to our wedding, we're expecting at least a minimum of $100 per
Yeah,
person.
that's what it should be. That's exactly what it is.
If I don't get $100 from someone, I'm going to let you know in our thank you note that, hey, instead of saying thank you for your generous gift, I'm going to say thank you for your subpar at best, below average gift. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little insert in your thank you note, and it's going to have what the highest person gave for a gift and what you gave for a gift, and see how you fall into that bar chart that I'm going to put in there. Okay?
You should put some coupons in there too, because obviously you must need these.
Exactly.
Oh, write a check for $99.99.
Everyone's on watch right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we expect nothing but the most lavish gifts, and we want to be showered with your presence and your money.
And yes, $100. It's like a
Yes.
buy-in. You're getting food.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
You're getting
I mean,
entertainment.
You're getting entertainment, getting food. Having some drinks.
You have an opportunity to have sex with one of the guys in the wedding party.
Eric,
I guess there's only one single. I guess you count Joey. Oh, he's a man of mystery, though. He might. I don't know if he has who knows if he has a girlfriend or not. Doubleback is more mysterious than the man on the moon.
We're all mysterious.
Yes.
We're all mysterious men.
I want to go on a limb here and say that the only person who's available during the wedding is going to be on the man's side is going to be Sir Eric Powers.
The only person willing to put themselves out there would probably be
Yes.
Mr. Powers, because I know I wouldn't want to be with. I know you people.
And there might be some ladies on Susie's side though, willing. Adam should be playing cards right.
Oh yeah, sure.
Exactly. Maddie.
There'll only be one.
Just one, yeah, just one. Are you going stag or are you bringing a lady?
Dude, I don't even know what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow.
No, it's 10 months away.
Exactly, it's 10 months away.
We're gonna meet some broad on Match.com and be like, hey, you want to come? Want to come to a wedding? That's like Susie. I only knew her for 2 weeks and I had a DJ at a wedding. I'm like, hey, you want to come be as my guest to a wedding?
Dude, I haven't even thought about your wedding. I got my room booked,
Yeah.
and beyond that, I have not even thought about it.
I just want to let you know, all the guests at our wedding will be having a gift bag that contained a black dildo sent to their room.
10 months from tomorrow.
Susie's
10 months from tomorrow.
10 months from tomorrow.
Is it on?
if you're gonna show up, bring $100.
Oh, whack it. Give it a little tap. There you go.
10 months from tomorrow.
There we go. Why is it so
10
silent?
months from tomorrow.
Sorry.
Weird. Hold on. Some technical difficulties.
A lot of technical difficulties. All right. How long has it been off? Is it rolling?
All right, now try talking it.
10 months from tomorrow.
There you go. Okay.
304 days.
For some reason, that mic I keep restarting. I don't know why. I think the frequencies have. I spent 2 hours today trying to set up cameras in here, and we end up just using the same camera we usually use I was getting creative. I seen something online with a GoPro allows you to stream and then my camcorder. It's fucking complicated.
Yeah.
The best bet is just to basically go out and buy like a couple of these cameras they sell that are strictly for like they look like pods in each corner.
Yeah.
And then we gotta get an intern from Craigslist to produce the show from camera angles, like that kid. What's his name?
God.
Elliot.
Elliot. Yes.
Elliot. That is the number one rated.
Number one show.
Still the number one downloaded show. I don't know why.
But I'm sure it's stalled now because the time has passed.
I don't know. When I look weekly of like the most downloaded show, it's still the most. It's like out of all the shows downloaded, that one's been downloaded like 600 times. 600 people have listened to that show.
Maybe it's just him re-downloading it. Maybe he's got like some sort of weird compulsion.
I have his phone number. We should give him a call. We should invite him over sometime.
We should give him a call. He'll probably be like, who's this?
No, I bet he knows. I bet he knows. He'll be looking for another breakfast though. Me and Eric had to buy him breakfast.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why are they buying him breakfast?
The four of us. It was like a beautiful like summer day. I remember we used to do Sunday mornings.
Yes, we did a little brunch.
Yeah, we had a little brunch, that overpriced, expensive brunch at Tavern in the Square.
That place really is.
Now it's not. What they changed the name now, right?
Now it's just Tavern.
Tavern, yeah. That place I used to DJ on Saturdays and Fridays occasionally, and you'd go in there and there'd be like a rush of people till like 10:30, and then everyone goes home. And then all the scary people start rolling in around like 11:30. All like the thugs,
yeah,
and the wackos. And Central Square is quite the fucking weirdest place on the planet. I'm going to tell you that much right now.
It is. There are people who
there are
just
some
don't really care.
wacko jackals in Central Square.
Like one of those idiots who'd walk up and just pull your headphones out because they wanted you to like sign something.
Yeah,
remember those idiots?
Yeah, those assholes. And then they like because they want you to sign like, hey, sign this because you're against abortion. I'm like, well, how do you know that?
You have the right to hit them. Like no one has the right to put their hands on you.
True.
If they pull your headphones out of your ear, are you kidding me? I would love
smack them in the face. But listen, asshole,
don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Who do you
hands? Who do you think you are? Where have your hands been, Mister?
Speaking of gross hands, coming over here because I was mentioning before I had to change my headlight before I got here.
Yeah,
which is on the driver's side, which the battery almost conveniently blocks. And I'm glad I don't have
like a
fat
mechanic
man hands. It's a headlight. It's a headlight bulb.
Yeah, I don't know, it's difficult at times.
It's a pain in the ass, but like, then this homeless guy saw me, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, where were you changing the light bulb?
In like the AutoZone parking lot.
What AutoZone?
Stoneham.
Isn't it? Oh, is that like going on 28?
It's on Main Street.
Main Street, yeah.
Stone, right? So I was just like, all right, so I'm just gonna do this right here. It takes like, I thought it would take like 2 minutes.
There are homeless guys in Stoneham?
There's homeless people. Well, he looked homeless. I don't know if he really was.
Times are tough. Man.
Let's just say he was gross.
When the city of Stoneham, the town of Stoneham, has homeless people.
What's a normal town?
Yeah.
It's not like it's a rich town. It's definitely not a rich town. It's not like Linfield.
Yeah, I did go on a date with a trashy broad from Stoneham once.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she was trashy. Oh my God, she was like,
how old was she? Was she around the same age?
She would have been a couple years younger than me. Her name was Amber Lee.
That sounds like a porn name.
I don't know what her last name was.
Amber Lee.
I don't remember her last name.
Amber.
Met her on a little place called MySpace. MySpace was the first of the pictures, like that girl picture, which you don't see, and then you finally see him, and it's like, whoa, you look nothing like your picture.
Where it just cuts off at the neck, and you don't see below that.
And this is the days before picture texting. But I mean, I think texting was barely a thing at this point. It was barely a thing. I mean, I'm trying to think right now. I think.
It wasn't really there yet. It was there, but it wasn't as.
I had BlackBerry Messenger. I had BBMs.
There wasn't like group texts.
No group text.
Like you're with your friends in high school.
You can go. I didn't have even regular text at this point. I just had BlackBerry Messenger. That's it. Which was like essentially AIM for your Blackberries, and it was only BlackBerry.
Wasn't like 25 cents a text too.
It was free.
Oh wow!
It was free to all the BlackBerry people.
Oh wow!
That's why I only had it because you had you would charge prior to that for text messaging people.
So, and then everybody had a Nextel, and then Sprint bought them, and everybody ditched them.
That's what happened. All my friends, me, Doubleback's brother.
I got rejected.
From Nextel, yeah.
They wouldn't let me. I guess even though my credit was fine, they wouldn't let me get one.
It sucked anyways. It never worked.
Yeah, but everyone loved them.
Never worked. And the best was if your buddy left the alert on when he was in class, and then you send an alert, and all of a sudden it's like.
I mean,
really loud.
Essentially a walkie-talkie, right?
It's all it was a walkie-talkie.
Not gonna lie, I did only want one because everyone had one.
It was a walkie-talkie because you could be like, "Hey, what's up?" It was basically verbal text messaging.
Yeah.
Text messaging basically killed the two-way because everything you did with the Nextel, like, hey, meet me outside. Okay, you can just text now.
Yeah, no
But
one's gonna
before
hear
you would just like, instead of making a phone call and have to go through the rings and having a, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, meet me outside. And, you know, it was just basically, boop, boop. Oh, I'm getting, hey, what's up? Hey, meet me outside. Okay. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it was. It was basically verbal text messaging. So, I mean, now it's, I mean, I don't even use my phone.
I know, right?
I've actually, I do this a lot. You probably do the same. When someone calls you, let it go to voicemail and then text them, hey, what's up?
No, I don't do that. If it's someone I know, I pick up.
Oh, I never
Because I assume it's an emergency because you're calling me.
I don't never pick. Even my mother. My mother will call. I'll let her go to voicemail and then I'll text her, hey, what's up?
Really?
Yeah, I don't have,
I
who wants
hate
to have
that.
a conversation on the phone?
I mean,
I don't wanna
what they're initially made for.
Like,
You
listen,
mean?
I don't want to talk to people. I hate when people call me on the phone. Like, I literally, if you know me, don't call me, please.
For a guy who likes to talk on the radio,
Yeah.
doesn't like to talk on
I
the
hate
phone.
the phone. Unless someone's dying. Yes.
I hate talking to you on the phone.
Is he like trying to get off the phone? He's like, yeah.
Talking to
What is it
Susan's
like?
on the phone is like talking to a deaf mute person. Because you say something and there's like a 10-second delay. I'll be like, hey, I'm coming home. And then it'll be silence.
See, this is sad. Everyone's losing their communication
Okay.
skills.
And I go, can you hear me?
Half of
Yeah,
the
why?
time,
What's up?
I can't hear you, and I can't understand a word you're saying because you're going a mile a minute.
Do me a favor. Don't call me. I don't want no one calling me. Please don't call me. Unless someone's dying.
I won't call you unless it's an emergency.
Even if a
Yeah.
family member's dead, I'm going to give you everyone permission out there. If a friend or family member dies, it's okay to text me they're dead. It really is okay. I'm going to let you that. You might think it's inappropriate. Text me. If Eric dies and someone finds out before I do, you can text me. Be like, hey, Eric died. And I'll do a little emoji sad face.
Well, no, something like that. I'd want a call because
Why?
I think it's a joke. Like a text, I just wouldn't. It's words. You know what I mean? Like if someone calls me, like I could tell if they're serious.
Yeah. Words
like,
of
death,
friends.
call me.
Nah, don't call me.
Death, call me.
I'd rather you don't call me. Because I don't want to hear you crying on the other line. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear a grown man cry. Do me a favor. Make my...
Why is that gonna make you cry?
Listen, make
Go
me...
on, cry.
No, because I don't want to be uncomfortable next time I look at you. Okay? Listen, guys cry, but they don't need to see each other cry, okay? And I feel a lot better going through my life not seeing any of my guy friends cry, okay? Because I would just be awkward. You know what I mean? I'm just serious, all right? Save you crying for your private time with your lady, okay?
Okay.
Wow, that just sounds so like, yeah, don't call me. Don't socialize.
Dude, you get your arms full of like a rape victim now, too. Don't call me.
Even at work, when I have to talk to people at work, I won't call them. I'll email them.
Dude, you're gonna lose your verbal communication. Maybe that's why you stutter so much on the air now when we do podcasts, because you're losing your verbal
don't
communication skills.
stutter.
You don't pronounce things right.
I never pronounce things right properly anyway. So
Okay,
what's
that's
it's,
probably true.
I don't even know the meaning of half the words I say. It's a miracle I can actually put a sentence together in English. Yes, I like talking to you in a room on a
Yes.
microphone for others to hear, but I don't like when my mother calls me just to be like, hey, you got a letter in the mail. Okay? Unnecessary phone call, Alan.
But
Text
what about
me.
just to check in, see how she's doing? Is that just done by text too?
I don't know. Who are you checking your parents, see how they're doing? I'm assuming
I
they're
talk to my
doing...
parents once a week.
I assume
once or
that,
twice a week.
I
to say hi.
assume, dude, they're doing great unless I hear otherwise. Unless someone calls me and says one's in the hospital.
Okay.
And even when my mother was in the hospital, my father didn't call me. He texted me and said my mother was in the hospital.
Oh my god.
So, and there goes furthermore that in my family, the text message is the best way of communication. Because I will respond to a text message immediately, but I won't respond to a phone call. In fact, I know what I hate the most is being in a group text with like 4 different people. And then you get like an individual text from someone, and you feel, and they texted you, and then you have to text them back before you text the group
Well,
text.
I do that if it's not related to anything that's
Yeah.
going on that nobody cares about. I'll text you. I do that. Like I don't. No one needs to know that. Like, Arty, is it okay to be here at 7:30 at the same time? Like, I'll just text you.
Yeah.
Because no one else is really a part of that. That's the only reason I do.
Which
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
There you go.
So,
I like she picks up the big black microphone, puts it in her mouth,
holding it.
and
Yep.
just smiles. And she's like ready to say something. What are you going to say?
I texted the group earlier when I should have texted the individual. Although you guys could have put input on what I was asking, but
Yeah.
and it was just easier to select the group text because it was at the top of all my messages.
Oh, the gym
rather
equipment
than-
stuff. Yeah.
I like when Susie accidentally texts provocative pictures to the group text instead of to me privately.
Have you ever accidentally responded to somebody else when she sent you one of those, Arty?
Maybe.
I think that's yeah. I think I have that.
I don't even want to text message people anymore. I don't even want to talk to anyone anymore.
What about me?
Well, I'm talking to you right now.
But what about on the phone?
What are we going to talk about on the phone about?
No, I mean like in text message. You just said you didn't want a text message anymore.
What do we text really when you think about it, though?
Well, sometimes it's nice. How's your day going?
That's about it.
Just acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Is good.
That's good. And
Or we give each other information about, oh, I checked on this.
yeah,
Here's the update.
it's basically our agenda.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a
That's
scheduling
good.
thing. It's more for scheduling. I can't wait till I have an
The
assistant.
nudie pics.
Although we do have mushy-wushy texts sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that never happens.
I accidentally
you do,
sent
don't
one
you?
to my coworker last week.
He accidentally sent one to me.
Instead of sending it to him.
He accidentally sent
Why you
me
send that
once.
nude? You sent a nudie pic to your coworker?
No, just a
Ooh.
mushy, lovey-dovey text.
What, did
Yeah,
they
he just sent me
and
words
then, and then
once.
did they
Yeah.
respond?
Yeah, with the laughing emoji.
He doesn't even like to talk about it. I bring it up. He's like,
I don't even know what happened. I don't know what you're speaking about.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, what was this?
No, it wasn't even that bad. It was
No,
was
it was
just,
sent to the group text.
no, it was sent to me.
It was sent to you?
Yeah, it was just sent to me.
Yeah, I do remember one morning you sent to the group text.
You know, you
"Damn,
sent a
I love
message
you
to
so
me.
much," or
Maybe.
something.
Yeah, that was to me. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Oh, it was a picture of my dick. Sorry, Adam. Now you know how big I am. Put that on a t-shirt. I thought Doubleback was going on a date tonight. He comes in and he's like, oh, I don't know. I'll see you Friday. Thought he was getting his pickle wet.
Well, maybe Eric is.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if Eric's getting his
Yeah,
pickle
yeah.
wet.
Message Eric.
I'd do one better.
You gonna call him?
Yeah.
Oh yes, please
Oh,
do.
now we're using the telephone.
Now we.
Going against everything I know.
This is when actual phone calls are.
This is the only time they're
Right.
acceptable.
So he's not gonna answer because of what you just said. Nobody answers their phone.
Probably not.
Do you think high school kids send a lot of dick pics and like stuff and like through the hallways and stuff? I don't know what goes on in high schools anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure high school kids send pictures of
It's
the-
sad we don't know this. We were never a part of this, Arty. We were too
Yeah.
old.
It's just making weird noises, huh? Guess it's not. I guess he's probably getting his pickle. Unavailable. I guess he's getting his pickle wet.
Unavailable.
Or I bet he texts me in 2 seconds. He goes, hey, what do you want?
Yeah.
Because that's what people do.
While he's getting his pickle wet.
Yeah.
In mid thrust.
Alex Wallace, you hate the phone?
Ass
How's
in
your
the air.
V-Day going, guys? That's Revere High Education. Oh, there he is. No, he's like rapid fire right now. Adam, he drunk text you the lovey-dovey stuff. I think Alex Wallace is hammered right now. Alex Wallace, I want to know. Hold on. Oh. I want to know how Alex Wallace, your Valentine's Day is going, personally. I want to know,
I hate Valentine's Day.
I want to know if he stripped himself naked and covered himself with a bunch of white roses on his bed. You ever do that for a lady?
No.
Valentine's Day, the most overrated fake holiday out there.
Well,
I'm
too
sorry.
much time has passed since Christmas, so they need to, come up with a reason for you to spend money.
ladies, if you legitimately get mad at your significant other for not doing anything on Valentine's Day, you are a materialistic bitch. Okay? Because if you need this one day of the year to have him show his expression of love to you, then he's probably sucky.
Yeah, this is the day for those losers to actually try to
Yeah.
make up for being such losers.
You have to make up for being a poopy stick. It's like an anniversary too. An anniversary is like it's a milestone, personal, intimate, a day for the two of you that only you two share. You know,
Yeah.
and like a birthday is something only you share that should be celebrated. Valentine's Day is a public holiday, which falls on the
Fake
14th
holiday.
of February. It's a Hallmark holiday.
Yes, for real holidays, you get days off.
It's the only day that the world can justify paying 500% more for a dozen roses. And they're starting to catch on now. They're starting to so you can go to Stop and Shop any day of the week, and I swear to God, for a dozen of nice roses for $7.99. Any day
Yeah, short stem, yeah.
of
Yep.
the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. You can go $7.99. You can get a dozen short stem, a beautiful bouquet of roses that will last 2 weeks. Okay? And that's what I do. You go on a Valentine's Day, it's like $65 for that same bouquet.
Yep.
Okay? And here's the thing. They're starting to catch on because I was like, oh, I'll buy my flowers 2 days before and I'll keep them in the fridge. They're starting to jack the price up days prior to the Valentine's Day.
Ah,
And I just found out it's Valentine's Day. I was thinking it was Valentine's Day up until last year.
seriously.
Alex's V-Day was great. Alex, I hope you're getting blown right now listening to the Arty 84 show.
I
I
haven't
hope your Valentine's Day ends with a happy ending.
I haven't seen as many like people selling them on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Did they like curb that shit? Where like people are like, oh, you can't do that. This is like a monopoly now. in
No, I
roses?
think you can, but the problem is at the flower exchange where they buy them, they jack up the prices too. So these homeless guys who are buying their roses, at cost, now can't afford it.
Yeah.
Now there's gonna be an up, so.
Well, we were kind of talking about this earlier. Everyone's just nickel and diming everything to death now. Like I told you, I cut my cable because I'm just fed up.
You're off the grid of the cable.
I can't do it. It's just internet, Netflix, and Cody.
Cody. Tell us about Cody.
Cody?
Can you tell us about Cody?
Yeah, I can talk about Cody. Cody is a program it's a legal program.
Yeah.
But within the program, there's software that could be used to pull live stream channels.
I prefer hardware.
Hardware.
Nice and hardware.
So I have an Xbox One, and I downloaded and I enabled it to pick up outside sources. And I pulled up the program, and I spent up till 2 a.m. trying to configure the damn thing. And I have channels now from multiple countries.
So what is
and
that?
About half, and some HD. I'd say about maybe 40 of them are HD channels.
All right. So did you get the important ones? I watch 5 channels.
Yeah.
I watch HGTV, ESPN.
Yeah, you're a sports guy a lot. So.
I don't even watch channels per se. I just watch particular programming, and each channel has maybe one. Literally at night, I'll sit there, laying in bed, trying to look for something to watch. And 90% of the time, I end up on the Weather Channel because they have some really cool show on weather changes and shit like this.
Yeah.
And then I have to wake up in the morning to Jim Cantone and his fucking shirts that don't fit, and it pissed me off first thing in the morning, starting my day off just fucking lovely, seeing that douchebag in a fucking snowstorm.
Yeah.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
I have to go out to a snowstorm to show how strong I am. And then I'm going to do some fucking elementary type of demonstration and throw snow and water in the air and be like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
And then the broad that I don't even know if she knows that she's doing weather that's on there, the blonde chick.
I don't know. What's her name?
I don't remember. But I think her and Jim Cantone are having relations. That's going to start a rumor right
Yeah, there's
there.
really, it's just kind of there in case there is something
Okay,
on
dogs,
that I want to
relax.
watch, but there really isn't. I watched a lot of shows. I've been in this show on Netflix called Altered Carbon, which is pretty messed up, but I love it. It's gory.
See, I don't have Netflix because I was cheap and canceled my subscription. Although, in a nutshell, that's all I watch is Netflix. So I think what I have to do is cancel my cable subscription, get a really good high-def antenna for the TV in the living room, better than the ones I have there, so you can still get your local channels in high def.
Yeah.
And then buy another freaking Apple TV to hook up into the bedroom so you get some Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's $100 spent once, and that's and $7 a month for your Netflix. Literally, I love Netflix. I know they don't have all the the movies on there and stuff, but the documentaries,
they're really good.
For days, I watch them.
But I know you said you're not really into it yet because you feel like it's still kind of not as good, but their original content is real TV shows. Their original
I know that.
Exclusives.
Yeah.
But you said you're having trouble kind of getting into those yet.
Well, I watched the Unbreakable and Amy Schmidt when that was
Kimmy Schmidt? Yeah, it was okay.
Kimmy Smith. I know it's still on.
Yeah.
I watched the first season. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm into comedies, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting very. I feel like back in the day you were force fed a lot of shit. So people is Cheers really that and Frasier really that good of a show, or was it just because there was no other options and we were force fed into it?
Exactly. Yeah.
We're
we're getting older too.
Because
the taste is changing.
Yes.
Can I say something about Frasier?
Sure.
So yesterday, had to do an interview for my service tech position that's available.
Okay.
I asked the guy what he does for fun. His response was, I watch Frasier
Okay.
in closed caption with a dictionary in my hand so I know what he's saying.
Well, at least he had a dictionary in his hand and not something that sounds like dictionary in his hand. Because that would be very alarming.
I never thought it was that.
Here's the thing with Frasier.
Frasier says big words.
He does, but you could. They're not to actually need a dictionary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know Frasier? Kelsey Grammer, the character Frasier, is the only character in the history of TV that was on 3 different shows as the same character? Can you name the shows? You can probably name 2 of them, obviously.
Frasier. What was he on Cheers?
Cheers.
He was.
Cheers.
And what's the other one? He made a cameo appearance on the show.
Cameo, though.
But he was playing the character of Dr. Frasier Crane.
I know this one.
It was also on Must See TV on NBC.
It wasn't something stupid like Mad About You, was it?
Oh, you're getting close. It was something stupid.
I don't know.
Brown. The brown lady.
The brown lady.
Well, I know it's Black History Month, Susan, but you don't have to call her
she
the
gets to get a
brown
pass.
lady.
Like
Jesus.
Murphy Brown or something.
Oh, Murphy Brown.
Brown.
Was it Dr. Quinn, medicine woman?
No. No. Oh, but that technically wasn't that way. Okay, because Kramer was on Seinfeld.
Okay.
He was also on Mad About You because he rented the apartment from...
I hated that show.
From, what's his face? Who's the guy in Mad About You?
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser. When he had an apartment, he actually rented his old apartment to Kramer. So Kramer made a cameo on Mad About You. Kramer was on Murphy Brown, but it wasn't on Murphy Brown. It was on Seinfeld filming a Murphy Brown.
Okay.
So that technically
Breaking
is
my
not
brain.
on Murphy Brown.
Okay.
It's Wings.
Wings. Okay.
He
I would never
played.
have
He was a
gotten
tourist, and he was on Nantucket.
that. Yeah.
And he had a conversation with someone. He's like, "Oh, I'm a psychologist up in Boston, and I'm moving to Seattle." Dr. Fraser Crane.
But now they're bringing back all these shows. Like Roseanne's coming back. What the
Yes.
hell? There's been talk of Mad About You. I hope not. I hated that show. They brought back not Dharma and Greg. What was the other one? The other gay one. Will and Grace. I always got
I
those
gotta
two
tell you,
confused.
the season, the series finale for Mad About You is as depression as the season finale for King of Queens.
Oh, Roseanne was worse. Roseanne was really depressing.
Wow, what happened to Roseanne's last one?
It turned out the entire last season wasn't real, and Dan, her husband, died at the end of the previous season. Everything from that point on was a manifestation.
Oh wow, I don't remember
It's
that.
freaking depressing as hell, and
So
I don't know
how
how
they
they're bringing it back.
Dan back?
No idea. I have no idea.
Wow, okay.
It was really sad, and I was like, "Oh my god!" this is
Funny.
horrible.
Okay, now it's gonna be interesting to watch the first episode to see how John Goodman comes back.
Yeah, he's gonna joke about it.
Well,
Like-
because Mad About You, they get divorced at the end because she couldn't have a baby, she couldn't get pregnant, and then they got in a fight, and then King of Queens, they got a divorce at the end.
Oh wow. Well,
I have something of that nature.
kind of realistic,
And then all of a sudden, the new King of Queens comes back, just a different name.
huh? The only show I want revived is Married with Children. That's it.
I want Seinfeld to be on forever.
I know you did, buddy,
Ever.
but it's not gonna happen. Jerry's a
It
dick.
basically was. I mean, it came
Yeah.
out with a show called Curb, which is basically Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's true. Saying yeah.
It was basically like it was like another dimension of Seinfeld. And then the two worlds met in an episode where the Curb world
Oh, really?
and the Seinfeld world. Yeah, like Seinfeld
Yeah.
characters came on an episode of Curb. And then they had this like one episode on like YouTube of like Seinfeld 10 years later of the characters. And it was like there's all this shit kind of like.
Yeah.
So Seinfeld lives on. It's the best written sitcom in the history of sitcoms. It literally was a show about nothing.
It wasn't my cup of tea, but I agree with you. It definitely has its place.
It's better
I get
than
it.
Friends.
I would say drama, though. If we're going drama, The Sopranos is. I've never seen a show better written. I've never seen a show that it has characters that are so identifiable. The Sopranos, there's nothing better. I've never seen anything.
Yeah, but it's
better.
not comedy. I'm talking about
No, I'm talking
comedy.
about drama. I know
Yeah, I
comedy.
hate
You're saying
dramas.
that. The Sopranos
Alex
was-
Wallace, I know it's $10.99 a month, but I'm a cheap prick,
I
okay?
think it went up to $12.99.
What, Netflix?
Yeah, I think it hiked up.
Well, if you want the DVDs, right?
Oh yeah, you can add that thing too. Yeah.
I used to do that. I used to get a DVD a week and just illegally rip it.
Blockbuster, they must be so pissed that they're gone. They had the opportunity to buy it, to
I
buy
know.
Netflix
They said
for like
no.
pennies, like $5 million,
Yeah.
which is nothing now.
Do you know there's
And-
only like 3 blockbusters left in the world?
But all in Alaska. Actually, it's thriving in Alaska.
There's one in Ohio. I know for a fact that the Daily Woo went to. And it's a franchise. So the guy just keeping it. It's like a retro thing, so people go there and visit it just to like
Take
'cause it's-
pictures and put.
Yeah, it's like they'll still rent movies and shit, and they do some other stuff. I don't know. It's like more of a novelty thing than anything else.
No, I guess there's a collection of them in Alaska because I guess the internet there is really expensive, so it's cheaper to actually just go to a store and rent.
Interesting.
I follow on Twitter it's called The Last Blockbuster, and their tweets are like hilarious.
So who do you use for your internet provider? Comcast?
I still use Verizon.
Oh, you use Verizon.
Yeah, I had Fios.
So what do you? How does this conversation start with them when you're saying you cancel your cable? What do you say to them?
I've mastered this. No, you know what you say?
Yeah.
You say,
I want to know how, like, pretending, hello, Mr. Mallet, how are you doing today?
listen, sorry you're not going to want to hear this, but I need to make some cutbacks. I recently lost my job. I need to dial some stuff back. They're not going to fuck with you if you say that. Say you just lost your job. You need to make some cutbacks.
You should say that you just got diagnosed of a terminal illness, and your time on this planet is limited, and you feel like the $100 a month you'd be spending to watching meaningless TV should go towards maybe like something like chemotherapy.
And talk to them like a person.
Yeah.
Like I know you love talking, Arty, on the phone.
I hate talking to people. I know what I hate. Okay, don't give me a fucking attitude, customer service people, when I call you. Because that's your fucking job, is to take my phone call. If you start coming at me with an attitude, first thing, like the student loan people, those are the biggest pieces of shit on the planet. First of all, they're like the mafia, right? Basically sucking every human dry. Like giving you this loan. Hey, take out a loan, go to college, and then you pay everything back.
Yeah.
And then when you call them to, like, you know, talk about stuff, they look at you like you're a criminal.
Well, they probably think you're going to give them shit because so many people give them shit, so they're anticipating you will.
Well, that's their fucking problem. That's like
I agree with you.
That's like walking into a grocery store and throwing a gallon of milk at the cashier, assuming that she was going to give you attitude. And this little old lady, you go to the Stop and Shop in Revere, and you just get a bunch of old Italian ladies working there, just yippity yapping back together what they're cooking for dinner, how their son's, you know, getting in trouble again, and you know who's fucking who. You know, I hate my husband. Oh, I'm married for 15 years. I've never seen more people more miserable than old Italian people. Like, did you enjoy being married, or was divorce just not on the table? You know what
I don't know. Irish Catholic guilt can be pretty depressing. I don't know. There's a lot of people that fall into that.
You know what I mean? Because you figure you're married to someone for 50 years and you fucking hate them. You hate their guts.
I feel like that's real. I feel like that's pretty realistic.
It's very realistic.
When are you gonna die?
Like, I can't wait till you die. It's 80-something years. I'm 84 years old. I'm counting down the days till you die. I mean, if you guys just got divorced in your 30s and you would found someone else, and then you probably would have been happily married.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if in your 40s, you still got plenty of time.
Well, you could have been a lifelong bachelor, like our buddy Eric. Bachelor.
I'm not getting married anytime soon, man.
I don't think I could be a lifelong bachelor, though.
I don't know.
I don't know. You'd just be like, could you picture yourself like 65 in Florida?
Well, there's a difference between, I mean, I could be lifelong committed. Marriage might be another thing, though. I don't know about marriage, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about like just like banging barrage on the ranch.
Yeah, no, that's gonna get that's a lonely.
I feel like they got old at early. I feel like in their 30s that shit got old. I just, you know, it is the thing. You know, like remember the effort you had to put in to get your pickle wet?
That's too much work when you.
Yeah, that was like as you get older, it's just like. That was a lot of work to get my pickle wet.
And a lot of money spent, probably, too.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's just...
I mean, in a nutshell, you could just go to hooker for the same bridal price of less work. A hooker.
A hooker.
And get yourself a hooker, guy.
Yeah, they won't call you. You can just call them.
Hey, you don't pay a hooker to have sex with you. You pay her to leave. That's what some guy said to me. Because technically you're paying her so she goes. Unless you go visit her.
But she won't go there in the first place if you don't have money. So
I guess so, yeah.
Kind of a wash.
I don't know. Listen, too much work.
True.
Let's just, you know, but you don't have to get married at the, you know, at the first fucking drop of the dime, because that'll just be more catastrophic than anything else as well. I'm giving marriage advice here to everyone that listens to the show. On Valentine's Day, it's Dr. Love is going to give you some marriage advice here. Who out there likes to get their dick played with, huh?
Oh, so I wanted to talk about this too. There's this viral video.
What's that, Alex? We'll go back real quick. Alex Wallace goes, yeah, when I get Tony from customer service, I can't understand him.
I'm sure his name really is
I know,
Tony.
this is Tony from America.
My name is John.
My name is American Steve. Like, why lie to me? Just tell me you're from India. You're like, hey, this is Abu calling from India. Hi.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Don't bullshit me, because that's another thing that pisses me off. Get bullshit right off the top.
Yeah, that sucks.
Talk to me like I'm a human, like you said.
I don't know why I think it's because they think they could. Is it like a psychological thing that they think it helps relate?
Maybe
when they do that.
I think so. They don't want, you know. I don't know. What were you saying?
No, there was this viral video that I saw with this kid talking who supposedly is from the future. Who time traveled back to tell everybody that Trump is going to get reelected, and that the artificial intelligence is going to take over soon, and like it has like 56 million views, and it's obviously fake. Because I mean, first of all, it's obviously fake, not for the reasons that like there's no way it could be time travel. It's obviously fake because the lie detector he's hooked up to that it says true after he says these statements. First of all, you could just put that at the bottom of the freaking screen. True.
No lie detector ever says true.
Well, no, that's the person putting it there. True. No, the person saying this is true. The lie detector said so, right? But it's not even hooked up. It looks like he has a, like, you know those blood pressure things? It looks like that. There's nothing here. And professionals have looked at the video and like, obviously this is fake.
But you're watching it.
Well, yeah, because
got you.
I didn't know it didn't because I watched it through a website, not actually YouTube.
And how? Like, let's say things a little more crazier than Trump may get elected again. There's a good chance he's getting reelected again. Okay, is it like I tell you right now? It's a 50% chance because you know why?
It's less than that, but
I don't know.
We'll see.
Well, it's like in any game, there's two people running. There's a 50-50 chance you win. Right?
I guess.
Artificial intelligence taking over. Hey, Alexa, shut off living room lights.
Okay.
See? Artificial intelligence has already taken over our life. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Turn on living room lights. See, I have a Siri and an Alexa. I have two artificial intelligent broads living in my house that could do stuff that I tell them to do.
It's so sexist. Why can't it be a guy?
It could be. Joe's is a guy.
Interesting.
No, Joe's is a woman with an Australian accent. Someone we know has a guy.
Huh.
But nevertheless, I could literally sit here naked with a box of bonbons on my lap.
Okay, Peggy Bundy.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Letting my life slip away, but I can still turn my lights off without, as long as I have a Wi-Fi connection.
It's true.
So this kid, like, what's his story? Like, people, like, I don't know. Are you mad at him?
No, I just think it's dumb that many people have actually watched this. That's why. Like, I just think it's like, really?
Though no one can get. I want my video to go viral. Well, it's not my video. So, do you know the video I sent with Mr. Powers?
Oh yeah, yes. Yes.
So, okay, so here's this little summary. When we were down in New Orleans back in September, our buddy Eric got there a day before us and got hammered to the fact that he was with these other guys he knows. Then he went to go jump on a mechanical bull. Now, where was that mechanical bull there, Sue? Because it was outdoors. That one. Did they roll that one outside or something like that?
No, it was at that bar that Kyle,
yeah,
and Amy went
but it was
to.
outside.
Oh yeah.
So did they roll it out like to the sidewalk or something like that during the day, maybe on the street?
Maybe, because I do think they have like an outside area.
Maybe, okay.
Like, in the back.
That would make sense. So he gets on, and then he doesn't even get on. He jumps up on, and he bounces back and whacks his head on a fence.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, damn! Oh, did you get that on video?"
Yeah.
So remember how gung ho he was not having us have this video released?
Yeah, well, remember his story before we saw that video was completely different. Remember he said he was riding the mechanical bull, and then we see this video. Turns out he didn't even really get on it.
And he was so gung ho of us not having custody of this video. So yesterday or 2 days ago, he goes, "I think it's time I released that video." Okay, so we released it. So I'm like, "Let me do you a favor. Let me put it on the packy so I can put my branding on it." So for you out there, let's make this video go viral. So I'm going to start tweeting this video to every morning radio show in the country.
You see, I don't think it's as funny because they don't know the context of who Eric is and the story before that preludes that with he told us, like, I got in a mechanical bull and blah, and then like to see the actual real thing. That's why I don't think it's really. It's funny to us.
It is funny to us.
But
maybe I'll post about it and be like, hey, here's the story. How about a guy named Eric?
Here's the story of a guy named Powers who's hopefully getting his pickle wet. She's probably 900 pounds and smells like liquor.
And has a third nipple. She grew up next to Seabrook Power Plant, and she drank all the water when she was young. Now she has 3 boobs. Like the girl in that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
That was a good movie.
And it was all alone. Watch, I'm going to get another girl pregnant today.
Oh, God. No.
Happy Valentine's Day. I just got you impregnated.
Well, at least that's a date, Valentine's Day, so you would know when the conception date comes that you definitely were with her. So you just don't get out of that.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good ballpark.
It is.
Did he say any details where he's going? I'm very curious now.
No, he didn't. He hasn't responded to you at all today. Has he talked to you at all today?
Hey, Siri. Send a text message to Eric Powers.
What do you want to say?
Eric, are you getting your pickle wet? The world wants to know.
Your message to Eric Powers says, Eric, are you getting your pickle wet? The world wants to know.
Your pickle?
Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send it.
Thanks, Siri.
What's a purgle?
Oh, you're getting your pickle wet.
Your Pringle?
No, it said pickle. That's how she pronounced pickle.
That's weird.
Siri, you're an interesting gal.
She is.
I don't know. I just got my phone to say, "Hey Siri." I didn't know it could do that before.
I know who the voice of Siri is. She follows me on Twitter.
Yes, you told me about that.
Yes, Susan Bennett.
She's not good looking.
No, she's an old lady.
Yeah. That sucks. She has to sit there and read every word in the human dictionary.
I hope she must have gotten paid well.
Like, literally, to make that work, you have to sit there and say every word. Like, you know what I mean? Otherwise,
you have to, like, enunciate. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Hi,
nowadays, can't they just kind of
eight.
clob words together just by saying letters?
I think you can
the
say
technology's
syllables
there.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. If anyone out there knows, Alex Walsh, you know how it's done?
But I know why she follows me. It's because I chime in a lot on Walking Dead stuff.
Yeah. And she's on Walking Dead?
She's a huge Walking Dead fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys should date.
Yeah.
Would you ever have sex with the real life Siri?
It'd probably be like having sex with a sandbag.
Dry as the desert heat.
Dry.
They say it's a dry heat.
Yes.
Yeah, no. That dry heat.
Oh.
Imagine having sex with the real life Siri. She'd be like, Atom,
Oh.
you are doing very, very good. Atom, your heartbeat is at 150 beats per second.
That would just be really creepy if she actually
Just
talked
giving
like
you
that.
stats. Adam, you are almost closing another ring on your Apple Watch.
You have given 5 pumps in the last 10 seconds.
That's 5 pumps per second. That's pretty good. Look at her. She's like just sitting over there, disinterested in the world. What are you looking at? Yeah.
Wedding stuff, probably.
Yeah.
I assume. Chilling like a villain, living like Thanksgiving.
Who else? She wants to get a name for her wedding party. Anyone have any suggestions out there?
God.
Please let us know. I said Susie's Sluts, and she didn't like that one very much.
Well, how many are there? How many girls are going to be?
5?
We have to be classy, yes.
If you can get
that's
7, Susie's Magnificent 7. You know?
Yeah.
That has a nice ring to it. But you don't have 7.
Yeah, because of S. You could spell 5 of an S.
5 finger.
Slive. Silly Susie Slive.
Oh, I'm totally going to try to think of something for this. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Let's get a thesaurus out and see what words start with S. I guess that would be a dictionary. And then you use a thesaurus after with X.
5 finger fun time.
Do you know anyone who's actually used a thesaurus?
No, I haven't seen one in ages.
Like, I remember seeing one, like, in 3rd grade. And now, like, I have this, like, program, Grammarly, on my computer at work. So, like, when you type a sentence, it will, like, pop, like, another way of saying the sentence for you automatically. So you just use the different words. And you can click on it and say, hey, change this word and give me something new.
Up until 2 years ago, I thought a thesaurus was a dinosaur. I'm kidding.
If there's
sure someone out there does.
If there's anyone out there that actually uses a thesaurus, then, man, God.
What does with?
Like, that's kind of boring. Like, when I'm writing shit, writing is like talking on the phone for me. I want to get it done as quickly as possible. I'm not going to sit there and read an email and be like, I could use this word differently.
I don't like how certain words that I never thought were words and I don't think are words are now making it into the dictionary.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
No, the English language is getting torched.
I don't think we should add words to the English language. I don't think words should be created. I think we're at a point in this world that words are words, and all the words that are there are words, and any words made up are just made up.
Yeah, slang, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Urban Dictionary. That's
Yes.
what that's for.
Exactly. You get your real dictionary for intelligent people, and you get your urban dictionary for idiot children who don't know how to speak correctly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just super squirted that hoe. I don't want to see super squirted that hoe in a dictionary. You know what I mean?
Coming soon.
Yeah. Superman that hoe. Do you know what Superman that hoe...
What's it, Soldier Boy?
Yeah,
Right?
do you know what that is? Someone told me and I was appalled. And I was offended. And for me to be offended,
Really?
it takes a lot. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's when you're doing her doggy style and you have an explosion on her back and then throw the sheet on her back so she looks like she has a cape.
So it stinks.
So she looks like Superman. I was so pissed off at the person that told me that because of the stupidity that was involved into putting that all together to come up with a song. Superman that hoe.
So someone had oh my god, someone actually thought that up.
Yeah.
It's creative, I'll give
Yeah.
them that.
So anyone out there, when you're on Valentine's Day today, when your
I'm gonna
significant
Superman that
other
hoe.
says, I want to Superman that hoe,
Oh my god.
and you better prepare for taking a shower afterwards.
So I'm assuming that skirt goes above the Mason Jism line.
It does. It goes somewhere in your mid-back, somewhere between your first and your, fifth vertebrae.
So you're above the tattoo,
Yeah.
tramp stamp.
Above the trans stamp.
Yeah.
I love a guy with a tramp stamp. Those are always fun.
I've never seen one.
I had. It was very uncomfortable.
What was it of?
It was like his a name or something like that.
Oh boy.
The only time a guy should have a tramp stamp above their butt is if it says, watch out for poop.
Yeah,
that would be funny.
I wonder if the guy given that tattoo is just kind of like, but he's getting paid, so he's not.
He's like,
that looks really good, man.
We don't do that kind of stuff. We don't give guy tramp stamps.
No, I've never seen that.
Susie got one, right, Sue?
No.
Susie got for a Southern girl. She has no tattoos. I'm very surprised.
Good for her.
Very surprised.
That's awesome.
You don't have who's your? You don't have like a Mickey Mouse or who's your favorite cartoon character growing up? If you had to pick one.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, you don't have like a Winnie the
I
Pooh.
thought she was about to say Woody Woodpecker, and I was about to lose it. She said, "What?" And I was like, "She's gonna say Woody Woodpecker." Oh my god! And I was like, "Oh."
If you had a Woody Woodpecker in your inner thigh, that would just be wonderful.
Funny.
That would just be
I
great.
actually want to see it. I'd be like, "Can I see it?"
That would just be great. I did know someone who had like a Tinkerbell, and that
Oh yeah.
You and Eric seen.
I forgot about that one. Oh yes, yes. That's a red flag.
Nothing feels like you're entering an elementary school.
I did see a guy once on the beach who had a tattoo of a lady's leg down one arm and then another leg down right here in the armpit hair.
Oh,
That
is just asking for non-employment.
It was in Revere.
Probably bad. Yeah.
It was at
I was
Revere
going to either
Beach.
say it was Revere Beach or Hampton Beach.
It was Revere Beach.
There's nothing. Not all Hampton beaches is Revere Beach further north, and vice versa.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, those are the two beaches that distinctly make themselves very distinct. they distinctly make themselves very distinct on the North Shore of the Boston area.
Is Salisbury that much better though?
Salisbury is pretty much desolate at this point.
Yeah.
Salisbury was a high competitor with Hampton and Revere, but unfortunately every year they take more of that commercial space and turn it into residential.
Yeah.
To the point right now it's just that main strip going down with those dive bars and shit. That area is pretty damn trashy.
Yeah.
They get this bar called like the Upper Deck, which my parents swear by. They go with all their biker friends. And it's basically a biker bar, and there's nothing to write home about the mom about. But it's like Salisbury. It's like, and that, nothing sucks more about Salisbury Beach is you go up there and you have a few drinks are extremely cheap, and you have a few, then you got to drive 45 minutes home.
That's true. I haven't been there in ages. And
You know what I mean?
I haven't been to Hampton since before the fires. Remember the
The
block got
big
taken
block
out?
takeout. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there since before that.
We went up there last summer. It's vacant. They haven't did anything yet. They're probably gonna build a big giant
Wow.
apartment complex.
You would think by now they would have put some restaurants.
It was a
because
big
they could.
hotel or something. They're not gonna. Here's the thing: Hampton Beach would be a great spot for a freaking casino, because what you could do is you could basically all right, you have all those little mom and pop shops that are over there already.
Yeah.
And you put a casino there. Now you get people going there for some reason, and bringing some revenue into this. The beach is nice too. It's come on, New Hampshire, get your shit together.
They still have the Hampton Beach Ballroom Casino though.
Yeah, I've seen Jim Gaffigan there actually.
I would never go back. It's so hot in there. You've been there in the summer. There's no AC
Yeah, it
in
was
there.
in July. I seen him. Yeah,
No AC,
And
they
you
just
sit
open
at
the
picnic
windows.
tables. There's no chairs. There's just a bunch of picnic tables everywhere.
It's horrible.
It looks like a fire trap too.
It is. I saw Jim Brewer there, and it was like I was shoulder to shoulder with everybody. He sucked, by the way.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't find him funny at all.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think he's more. He tells funny stories. I don't think his stand-up would be.
Yeah, he's got like two funny stories, and the rest of them, like everybody just thinks he's hilarious. Who's there? And I'm like, I don't get it.
He's good on the radio when he's telling stories. Like he can tell a good story, but like a lot of comics can either tell a good story, or they do like really good jokes. Like Jim Gaffigan was hilarious, even though his jokes were very known, and he knew what he was gonna say. Like I think Seinfeld, I think he's funny, but I wouldn't say he's like overly hysterical funny. I think he has funny ideas, which actually didn't led to the show. But I wouldn't say he was my top five funniest comics out there. Like I think there's funnier guys out there that make you chuckle.
Yeah.
I want to get chuckled, ladies. I'm sure people are out there tonight on a comedy night for Valentine's Day. God, I can't tell you the last time I went on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
When was the last? Did we go on Valentine's Day at all? Yeah, we went to that comedy show, didn't we? It was so cold out.
It was negative 22.
Yeah. That was when we first started dating, though. We were fresh out of the box.
Yeah.
She still smelled like a brand new library book.
Like a new car.
New car.
Yeah, new car.
Last year, we didn't go on Valentine's Day, but we had, I think, a Sunday fun day and got hammered.
Yes.
And ate at Francesca's that I barely remember.
You ever get so hammered that when you go to dinner, you don't remember eating dinner?
Oh, that sucks because you want to enjoy your food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what, it was like 2 days, yeah, so it was around this time last year. It was like 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. We had nothing to do, so we went to Boston to watch a Celtics game, away Celtics game at a bar down near the Garden. And then we were just, the drinks were just flowing like wine. The next thing you know, we decided we were going to go for dinner. We had dinner reservations, and we ended up there. I don't remember any of it. I remember not even be able to look at the menu because my vision was so blurry.
That sucks.
I was 3 ways to fucked.
Was like evil carnival ride spins.
I don't think I've ever gotten that drunk lately. Like, I gotta say, at least when in New Orleans, I was pretty drunk, but I was like steady
You
drunk.
were still competent. You were still forming sentences and able to talk.
I was riding the wave.
Yeah,
you know,
you weren't like
I didn't peak and then crash and burn.
You could balance yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't like stumbling. You could tell you were gone, but you weren't.
What I would do in New Orleans is like I'd go and get like those 5 beers at once, like at Razoo's or 4 beers at once.
That's a great deal.
And you got to bang those down quick so they don't get warm. Yeah. And then you drink those, and then I would go to the next place and have like a vodka soda and just kind of ride it, you know. And then then go have another beer. Then,
the thing is, though, once you start that ride, you got to keep going.
Oh yeah,
because once you stop, it's going to hit you and you're going to
Yeah.
crash. You got to keep it going. That's why you got to be careful what time you start it.
Susie gets drunk, then goes in the casino, takes out a bunch of money, and then wins a bunch of money.
People always seem to want to fight Susie. I still haven't seen it.
Why? Who wanted to fight you?
I remember she almost got in a fight. I was up at the karaoke place.
Wait, who'd you get in a fight with? Oh, I do remember that.
That
Yeah.
fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Wanted to fight me and Amy.
That's right.
Oh, because she came and stood at our table. It was me and Amy. I think Joey was there.
Oh, I was going.
I was upstairs,
and I was going to the
wasn't there.
bathroom. I think I looked to go to the bathroom. I came down and I seen you in a
Yeah,
confrontation.
she came and just stood next to me and just looked at me. And I'm like, hello. And then I didn't want to talk to her because me and Amy were talking.
Yeah.
And she got pissed and so then started going off.
Maybe she was hoping you invite her over for some,
And then-
a menage a trois.
And then on top of that, did you have a situation at his old at the bar one night?
Couple
with
nights.
a bartender.
She always gets in trouble when
Where
she comes to visit me at work.
Yeah, that you like. I don't know why people want to fight Susie so much. What is going on?
Well, you did get groped on Cinco de Mayo by that creepy guy.
Yeah.
And then our buddy Matt almost knocked him out.
Nice.
Yeah, he walks behind me and grabbed my ass. But the girl
How could you resist?
working the bar, the reason I gave her attitude is I sat there for 30 minutes, and then she was like, oh, that's Arty's fiance.
Oh, that was another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to just mess with Suze.
Everyone's afraid of her.
They're jealous.
I wouldn't want to mangle. I wouldn't want to tango with Sue. She's got that crazy look in her eye. She's that glazed. When she gets mad, she gets that glazed over look.
Southern rage.
Yeah. She'll start stabbing you. It's like hacking you with an axe and not even realize what's going on. Like it's not going to be like a cordial, nice, like easy murder. It's going to be like it's going to be horrific. When she ends up killing me, it's going to be like the chick that killed her parents down in Fall River. What the hell was that? That old back in the day, and you could stay at the house now and then.
I forget.
Something had an axe. She gave her father 7 whacks when she seen what she
Lizzie
done.
Borden.
Lizzie Borden, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would be like a Lizzie Borden.
See, I picture like a
nightmare.
I picture like a Florida Black Friday Southern deal, like in Walmart where they just go bananas and
She used
kill
to
each
do
other.
that. She used to go fight people at Walmart on Black Friday. So I guess it's below the Mason Gibson line kind of thing. Because that could kill us about, you know what I mean? Here we go.
I love Black Friday shopping.
There you go. That's the second racist comment she made. She talked about that brown lady. Now she's talking about Black Friday. You know what? Have some respect for Black History Month, okay? Jesus, Susan.
Oh, I am.
You know that brown lady.
Brown lady.
Would she work for UPS?
Why does that sound so much work than saying that black lady? I don't know. Maybe because it's technically more correct than saying that black person, but it just sounds worse.
The funniest thing I ever heard was this like awkward Indian guy go to his girl when he was drunk and go, "Hey, lady, let me take you to Brown Town." I go, that was awesome.
Interpret that many ways.
Yeah, you could take a poop on her chest, right, Adam?
Cleveland steamer.
Adam, you ever do a glass coffee table?
Oh, you know it.
I went to a bachelor party once with the hooker / stripper did a glass coffee table and something.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Nothing says I'm ready to get married and then laying underneath a plexiglass table while a stripper takes a poop on it, inches from your face. And it had like a little lip to the table, so in case there's any liquid. And this girl it looked like she had a little too much Mexican food and chili, and it was like that lip was barely supporting the amount of liquid that was.
Why would anybody want that?
Because his friends were sick fucks. I was just like a secondary party to this thing.
Yeah, sure. You probably want to find.
I did not.
Was it Craigslist?
I did not orchestrate this at all. In fact, I don't even think I contribute money to this occasion.
Where do you find that too? Like, this is what I need. Like, do you have a checklist? And like, I need to find somebody who does this.
She specialized in water sports.
Oh, she's special, all right.
Water
Jesus
sports.
Christ. So
Yes.
gross, man.
I thought she was going to bring out a jet ski when I heard water sports. I didn't know she was going to be pooping on a guy's face on a glass coffee table. And she brought the coffee table in like a briefcase too.
Oh, it was. Oh, at least it was her coffee table.
Yeah,
That's
no,
sweet.
it was like this thing she had, and it looked like she was carrying around like a poster board, and they would open up like this, and these little legs would come down, and there'd be little hinges and stuff, and it was all made of plexiglass. Like she had to like actually build this thing herself.
Wow.
I was impressed.
Was the ground at least like covered in newspaper in case spillage got on that too?
No, it was in like the hotel, like
hotel.
floor,
Yeah,
like
okay,
this.
then, yeah.
And it was like a hotel of 2 beds too, so there was really no room to get this thing done. It was like we're just hovering around like the guy, his friend couldn't even chip in for a friggin' suite. It was like we're only like a friggin' double bed friggin' Holiday
Like
Inn.
Red Roof.
Yeah, it was basically, yeah. Yeah, I know. Good times. Great oldies. What's that?
Phone.
Oh, wow. You should hear it in the headphones. I was like, whoa.
It's a bee.
The what?
It's a bee.
Oh,
Bees flying around, buzzing.
I thought Powers was calling us. Maybe he was FaceTiming us.
Maybe he just got so like stoned that he passed out.
I want to know everything he's doing right now. I'm
Me too.
faxing him. I want to know where he was going on his date, who he's going to date with, what they were doing. Does this get his pickle hit? It's been 10... How many weeks? We figured 8 months?
8 months.
8 months. If you guys are out there, here's what we need you to do. We're going to wrap up this
Like
show. real
32
quick.
weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
32 weeks is almost enough to have a baby.
that is.
He could have had sex and had a baby by the time he's done. You know what I mean? I don't know. Did he just give up? I mean, all you got to do is sit on Tinder and Bumble all day and swipe right to everyone. And then just play your odds.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get a bunch of 10s. I mean, you're going to have to...
Yeah, you're gonna be lagoon
you-
creatures.
Yeah, you'll get some 4s or 5s and some 3s.
You just
and
hack your balls off at that point, because then at least you won't have any urges. You'll have more
True.
drive to do real things.
You could sit there and just, pat your numbers at this point, right? You know what I mean? Just pat your
your
numbers.
stats.
Patting your stats. It's on your fuck it list. You know what a fuck it list is?
I do not have a fuck it list.
A fuck it, yeah, a fuck it list. Like, I want to bang like a 9-foot tall girl. You have it on your fuck it
Oh,
list.
okay.
Something
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
it's like a bucket list.
Yeah, it's like your bucket list for things sexual of nature. Like I want to,
okay.
I want to have a 3-way with a Middle Eastern man and a Chinese woman. Like,
Yeah.
not on my list, but I'm saying it could be on someone's list.
Yes.
That's a really particular, like, it's very specific. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe your bucket list is to have sex with as many girls as what's his face? Who's the guy who played in the Lakers? Not Kareem. The other guy.
Magic Johnson?
No, way before them. He's supposedly had sex with 10,000 girls in a year. Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, God, yeah, he was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Wilt Chamberlain was so lucky he was doing this stuff before HIV.
It's true.
Because you figure he was banging like crazy in the 50s and the 60s.
He probably got the
right?
clap quite a bit.
Oh, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
syphilis and all that stuff. But he was doing this. And when age, probably figure like late 70s, it probably started. 80s, it became an epidemic.
Yeah.
But like you figure, Wilk was at his prime in like the 60s. And that's when he was grabbing all that ass.
Just hitting it.
And he's lucky he started slowing down when, because it got Freddie Mercury.
He's still alive, right? Wilt Chamberlain?
I think he died. Well, let's see. Hey, Siri. Is Wilt Chamberlain still alive?
Wilt Chamberlain was born August 21st, 1936 and died October 12th, 1999.
He lived a nice life. I mean, he lived like 64 years. That's not a nice life at all. That's actually terrible.
That is that's like wrestler
God,
terrible.
Jesus. What was he, a professional wrestler?
Damn.
Let's see. Natural causes.
Yeah, natural causes.
God, I hope he didn't have the... Oh, my God. I just want to get this whole wiki page here. Here we go. I want to see, because it usually gives you the date. They really break it down for you. I can't do quick math in my head like that. That's like 60... 63. Oh God, he didn't live a good
that
life at all.
sucks.
63 is young.
Well, at least he definitely lived while he was alive.
So he played between 59 and 73.
Wow.
So that was pre-AIDS. That's just like
Yeah,
God.
you don't die of natural causes at 63. I'm sorry. There's some cover
no.
up there. Maybe it was the AIDS.
Maybe, who knows?
Who
Maybe he
knows?
was, oh God. Let's just say his death was about. Chamberlain had a history of heart trouble. Well, I guess he was giant. Giant guys have heart problems.
Mm.
Let's see. He was the first one to make $100,000 for a contract. Let's see.
100,000, damn. I know who the first $1 million guy was in baseball.
Who's that?
Reggie Jackson.
Oh,
Reggie
70s Reggie Jackson, Yankees Reggie Jackson?
Yep.
He was a good player.
He was. First
Good
$1 million player.
So John Carlos Stanton went to the Yankees, huh?
Yeah.
And Pedroia is not starting the season.
No. Chris Sale's happy with our team, though. Did you hear what he said?
He did. He's very happy.
Yeah, he
He's
said
going
we're
to take
great.
the pressure off himself. He's going to have a good season. And David Price, too, is actually going to talk to the media. He said that yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard
So,
that. Yeah.
For those who are excited about the Red Sox season, they've done. What I love is now is that baseball is starting to come down to earth because it's like, what's his face is still not signed yet? Tino Martinez? Not
Tino Martinez.
Tino Martinez. What the fuck am I talking
Tino
about?
Martinez. JD Martinez.
JD Martinez is
Yeah.
not signed yet, and he's like being pissy to teams not giving him money now.
I know. I
So
saw that.
he was giving the Red Sox attitude because they're not going to give him his astronomical amount of money that he wants.
Well, he is a Boris client, and Boris clients are known to wait till but he's being impatient about it. He
Well,
really is.
I think what's going to happen is I think it's all finally starting to come down now because they inflated themselves, so super inflated themselves because baseball as a sport is ratings are severely down, attendance to games are down.
Yep.
So as a business owner, as a responsible business owner, why would you want to put money like that up when you're not getting the return?
Exactly.
So, here's what you can do. If you want people to come to the games, you got to lower the prices. You got to lower your concession prices.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to do all that, you have to lower the prices of your players. So that's where it starts, and then it all should rain down.
Yep.
So if you start paying guys back to what you were paying them, 15 years ago, instead of these retarded, ridiculous, $500 million contracts to play baseball, and then maybe you'll start seeing, more people coming to your games because your prices will lower. Yeah, God.
Got that, buddy?
Yeah, God. A burp. It was a burp, a hiccup,
burp,
and a
yawn.
yawn all at once. I'm lucky I didn't shit myself. Be the quafecta. Put that on a t-shirt.
That's right.
Burp-a-dum.
On that note.
On that note, I want you all to go to YouTube, go to the Packy, if you're watching right now, and then watch the latest video that's there right now. It's Eric falling off a bull. It says, Patriots fan in New Orleans falls off, tries to ride mechanical bull and fails. So basically, there he goes. He's going for the rub. Yeah, Tommy. And while you're there, I need you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button to the. Then you get all the Packy videos, including this show, which all episodes are on YouTube as well to watch. And if you prefer to listen to the show, you can do so on iTunes and just click in the ID84 show. We'll go into the Packy. And then you could read about things that Adam does on the Whirlwind Report.
Uh-huh.
Or the Packy.
Uh-huh.
And you could follow Adam in our new contest, Win a Date with Adam Mallet, starting next week.
Uh-huh.
Guys, girls,
Pets. Sure, why not?
artificial intelligence. Anyone's welcome to enter this contest. And
This is all news to me.
yeah. So, breaking news. It's going to be a woozy doozy. And maybe
You have
next
to bid, though. You have to bid.
Yes, you have to bid. Maybe next week we'll get Eric at the studio to talk about his dates.
That'd be great.
And maybe the Eric Powers Hour will start. He's planning on doing a show. So next Monday. Tune this in. Because next Wednesday we're starting the comedy night at the Hooley House in Boston. It's 25 Union Street. It's across from the Jewish Memorials from 8 to 10. It's an open mic, sign mic. Sign up. Check it out. Here's some funnies. I'll be telling some jokes. I'm full of jokes. Full of humor.
Lots of chuckles.
Yeah, I'll be telling some trivia jokes. You know, I've been doing I have a whole 35 minutes on trivia.
Oh,
and it's riveting.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, is it academic. I can tell you that much. So enjoy. And, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys Monday.
That's right. That's right.
Monday. It's going to be a short week, so you get to hear us, all that good stuff.
Which will be like a Sunday. Do you have off Monday? President's Day.
I'm thinking about it.
I think everybody has that off. It's like a...
it's a floater in my company.
Actually, I don't know what it is for me. I gotta look.
But I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. We'll see how it goes, you know?
Hey.
I like having a day off a month. You know, I had January, a day off in January. February would be nice. March, I'd take, St. Patrick's Day off.
Nice.
Don't forget, you have a wedding in 10 months that you need days off for.
Honey, it's a floating holiday.
10 months.
And you can't just take floating holidays anytime you want, okay? Because I'm pretty sure our wedding day is not a floating holiday. Isn't what day is that?
December 14th.
Is what holiday?
10 months from Valentine's Day.
She's already creating holidays.
Point
the
the holiday.
holiday in my book.
You should work at Hallmark the way you create holidays.
She's making them up as you go along.
Oh, and today was another thing real quick. I was walking around today, and everyone had dirt in their foreheads. And as the great Catholic that I am, did not realize it was Ash Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't Catholic, so I
Yeah.
was Protestant.
So it's Ash Wednesday, so it's 40 days from now is Easter. And everyone gets their ashes on the head. I'm like, why does everyone have dirty foreheads? I thought some girl had an abstract tattoo on her forehead on the train. I was like, what the fuck is this? So that's how good of a Catholic I am.
It's homeless people smearing shit, creating their own religion.
And I'm probably going to have meat on Friday, not thinking it, and I'm going to destroy it. I might as well just have it the first Friday. Why go the whole span of the month without having meat on Friday just to get fucked? I guess you weren't supposed to have meat today, but I had turkey cold cuts. So
Screw that. Life's too short, man.
Listen. Sorry I'm not a good Catholic, okay?
Are you really sorry? You say that with such a grin. Like,
Someone said to me, you're not even a C&E Catholic. I go, it's that. I go, Christmas, Easter. I go, no, I don't go to holidays. No way. Weddings, funerals, and Christian ceremonies of I was going to say bar mitzvahs, but that's not Christian at all. Weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs is the only time I go to Catholic church. Put that on a t-shirt. I'll leave it at that.
Until next time.
It almost makes me feel like I got confirmation for no reason. The only reason I got confirmation was because they were telling me that I could get married in a Catholic church. When I didn't get married in a Catholic church.
Yeah.
So I got touched for no reason. Well, end it there. Everyone have a good week. We'll see you later. Bye. All right. See you later, Facebook.